They walked into court with excuses, tears, and stories meant to make them look like the victims. But Judge Vonda wasn't buying it. From fake financial struggles to wild personal priorities, these 7 parents got exposed in the harshest way possible with the truth.
So first, if it's all right with you, I'd like to show you the insurance information.
Okay.
I explained that I have been paying $750 the entire year that my children have been with him, and here are the receipts from that.
All right.
Just 2 weeks ago, my child, Fire, was rushed to the hospital because...
All right, guys, this case is pure chaos. We got a mom who claims she's paying for health insurance, emergencies, and more, while dad's accused of letting the kids sleep on the floor by dog cages. And today, the judge is about to cut through the drama. But trust me, the receipts are just the beginning.
You could read it and it comes out exactly how it needs to be. But also it states in there how he lives with his mother now because the money for child support is not being used for housing. They got evicted, so now they live with his mother in his little old shack in the back where the dogs in the cages are, and my baby's...
Here, mom comes in swinging, with proof she's been paying $750 a year in health insurance, plus emergency hospital bills after her child was burned cooking noodles. This is more than a money fight. It's about who's actually protecting these kids when it counts.
That's the only time I'm sending the money is for my children. I didn't know any memo for that.
Right. Well, usually, I try to encourage people on the memo to write like child support or something like that so it's clear. Anything that you send that doesn't really...
Now the bomb drops. She says dad got evicted, lives with his mother, and keeps the kids on the floor in a shack with dogs. If that's true, where's the child support going? This isn't just about finances. It's about basic safety.
You are, but while we're on the subject, did anybody bring the kids' birth certificates?
Oh, so
they in there. They in there as well. They are in that binder as well.
Okay, is it toward the front?
It's in the middle. You just got funnel through. It's in the middle.
You didn't tab it for me?
Somewhere in there.
Manila boulder.
You didn't tab it or anything?
You know what, ma'am?
This one is organized.
It might be a little bit. It might be a little bit. He went to school.
The judge gave a legal reality check. Any payment without child support in the memo is legally considered a gift. That means hundreds she thought counted may not count at all. That's a technicality that could change everything.
Legal objection.
Councilwoman, I'm objecting that she's bringing in falsified documentations because she's saying she has paperwork from my brother saying this, that, and the other. I ain't seen my brother in 16 years. Me and him don't talk. And I'm staying at my mama's house because there's some stuff going on. That ain't got nothing to do with it.
Okay.
The kids
and the letter that came from the brother, I did tell you it looked colorful.
Thank
and
you.
you said you did something to it, right?
No, I just made it
something with him,
professional to make sure that it came across professional.
Okay,
that's what I
got
did to it.
And what was your objection again?
She probably did something with him, so that evidence that she's trying to present.
This moment turns surreal. They're debating the kids' genders and ages in open court. Birth certificates are waved like playing cards, but even those don't seem to match their stories. If they can't agree on basic facts, how do we trust anything else?
7 years ago, 9 years ago, and 11 years ago. What's
Okay,
that?
see, both of you came here to waste my time.
What's
you give me
that?
all these documents.
What's that?
And, I'm thinking you giving me things that are legit.
They are.
But that's not what these birth
Okay, hold on. What's
certificates
this?
are saying.
22 minus 7 that long ago, and then 22. So somebody was born in 2011. Don't worry.
Miss Holland,
Don't
Miss
judge
Holland.
me.
Okay, here's the deal. At the end of the day, you came looking for something very specific.
Dad claims a letter from his brother is fake, arguing they haven't spoken in 16 years. Mom admits she made it more professional. The judge's legal instinct kicks in. If evidence looks altered, it's out. This is how cases lose credibility fast.
This case and what was going on and the payment that we received behind our delinquency of child support and insurance. So they tried to up the rental payment that I was making, and I wasn't for that. So I just took them kids to Disney World and stuff.
So what she said was true then. You didn't use the money for the kids per se. You took a trip to Disneyland?
I took them to Disney World.
Yeah, but who paid for your ticket?
She did. What you mean?
Her child support?
Yeah. I'm the legal guardian. I had to be with the kids. But
Judge's patience is gone. She says both sides came in wasting her time with inconsistent stories and questionable evidence. In family court, wasting the judge's time can tank your case before you even get to the big argument.
What's taking place?
So you going to
We'll be
school?
moving. No, we'll be moving. We're going to be moving from the state. I found a new job that's going to be paying more.
From the state?
Yes, we're leaving this state.
Did you ask the custody court for permission to move out of the state? You can't just leave. You have to ask for permission.
We went to Disney World.
Well, you came back. That's on vacation. You're talking about moving these kids, their residence.
I'm making it better for them.
Are you making it better for them to spend their money?
No.
Mr. Lewis, because you just admitted you've already done that.
I didn't even spend, and I'm telling you,
Here's the jaw dropper. Dad admits he used child support to take the kids to Disney and paid for his own ticket with it too. The judge reminds him, child support is for the children's needs, not his personal vacations. This is a massive legal misstep.
Is that a yes or a no? You plan on moving?
Yes, ma'am.
In 2 weeks? Okay, so this is what we're going to do. I'm going to grant her request, and I am going to stop the child support, because if you move, that means she does not get to see her kids like she would see them now. So the child support will be stopped, and you will be ordered to continue paying health insurance.
Then Dad casually reveals he's moving the kids out of state without court permission. In custody law, that's a huge violation. Judges see it as taking kids away from the other parent's rights, and it can backfire hard.
Before you stop, I need you to do this. With us moving, I don't want Veg money or her insurance money. You can have the kids or not. We out of here. That's what I just wanted to make sure you knew. We out of here,
Your
whether
Honor,
she pay or not.
What does that mean? Wait a minute, hold on. What does that mean?
We leaving. We going to the California.
Okay, so the kids going with you, or they're going to stay here with
This is the turning point, because Dad's moving and has admitted to misusing funds. The judge stops child support entirely. From now on, Mom only pays for health insurance. One ruling just flipped the power dynamic completely.
the children have to stay insured, okay?
Do you want them?
I want them today because you're not going to make my kids move into no cardboard box.
Oh, well,
That's
it
how
sounds
you
like...
feel.
Excuse me.
You can get
Excuse me. Excuse me. So, I think...
I've been nice to you for nothing. I've been nice to you for nothing.
Okay,
Go ahead.
so it sounds like you all already made your agreement for custody court, and if there's nothing further, you all are
This is new to me.
dismissed.
I'm just happy for it.
Thank you, yeah, because I don't want to see her no more.
Thank you. You know what?
And Dad's reaction? He basically says, keep your money, take the kids or not. We're leaving. That's not just emotional, it's defiant. But in court, defiance can look like recklessness, especially when kid stability is at stake.
I'm bringing my son to court to see if I can get some assistance for his son, my grandson, Julian. He's 6 years old. Juan and Julian's mom were together up until about 3 years ago.
Okay.
Had a good life, beautiful home. They were set. Then one day he comes to me. I've never talked to her since she left him. She abandoned him. She abandoned the whole family, including the grandson.
All right, guys, this one's a gut punch. A grandmother, already grieving the loss of her husband, is forced out of retirement to raise her grandson. But here's the twist. While she's struggling to make ends meet, the boy's own father has been secretly collecting child support from the mother and not giving grandma a dime. Yeah, this is about to get heated.
Julian he's just like some man that comes over, because he comes over so rarely. What really ticked me off was a little bit back ago, he went and bought Julian some clothes. He also bought himself some clothes. But what my grandson had told me was that if he could have some shoes like Juan. And I said, what do you mean? He got you some new shoes? No, he said, we went to the mall, we got his clothes, his shoes, and then he stopped at Walmart on the way home and got...
We open with a heartbreaking backstory. 3 years ago, the child's mother vanished, leaving the boy behind. Grandpa stepped in, but now he's gone, and Grandma's left holding it all together. The father? Nowhere to be found when it matters. And you can already feel that something's not adding up in his story.
Doesn't pay anything, and my pension doesn't take care of it.
Okay. Okay, so let's move over to Mr. Campos. I'm not going to call you by your first name.
Okay.
Mr. Campos. Okay, So is it indeed a fact that you have been receiving child support from the mother of your son?
Yes, I have.
¿Ves? Que
Okay.
te dije.
And you didn't tell your mom?
No, I didn't feel the need to.
Okay, wait a minute. Is it true that your son, your 6-year-old, has been living with your mom for 3 years?
Off and on, not totally all 3 years, off and on. I do.
What do you mean by off and on? Like on the weekend when you pick him
Well,
up, or when you pick
you know,
him up and go with?
I'm a promoter for a club, so I do need help, and I thought that was the agreement to go ahead and help me when I'm out of town, you know, and I'm not.
This is where the cracks really show. Grandma's paying out of pocket for every doctor visit, every prescription, only to find out later the boy actually has medical coverage. That's a bombshell, because it means someone's been keeping secrets. And in court, secrets have a way of blowing up in your face.
To do from my side, I didn't realize I needed to tell my mom everything.
What do you, it's not serving Julian?
Wait a minute, Mr. Compost. Who takes him to the doctor?
Well, I haven't recently.
Okay,
when she
so
helps
it's
me
fair
out.
to say that your mom probably does it, right?
Yes.
So wouldn't it logically follow that she needs an insurance card or the information?
Yes, and it's just that
So
I may
you're
have.
letting your mom take your son to the doctor and they have to call you or something to verify his insurance? That just does not make any sense.
Espen getting child support, he admits it, yes. And his excuse for never telling his own mother? He didn't feel the need. Think about that. She's been the one feeding, housing, and caring for his son, and he thinks she doesn't need to know about money meant for the boy's care.
How many
Your
tips are
dad
needed?
got me years ago. This is not something I bought in the
And why
last 3
does
years.
that matter?
Because she says she does Uber and such. I mean, if it's really that low,
Oh
wouldn't
my
she?
God, Mr. Compose. No.
Okay,
You
sorry, Your
obviously
Honor.
came here to waste my time. What kind of club promoter are you?
Well, I'm sure you've seen me around, probably.
No, I haven't. You don't look familiar at all, but you're looking real unfamiliar right now.
This moment seals it. Dad admits grandma takes the boy to the doctor, yet still never gave her the insurance card. That's not just an oversight. That's neglecting the very person who's been stepping up while he's been absent. And the judge? You can tell she's losing patience.
Okay. All right. Mr. Compose, how much money do you make a year?
48,000.
Really?
Yes.
You make $48,000 a year and you live in this big house in Plano
Well, then that's where all the
and
money.
club promoting?
That's where all the money goes to the house to make sure it's I have so many members
Plus
in
the
the
child
house.
support. They didn't give me the amount because I'm not on the case, right? But who knows how much she's paying?
How much do you receive in child support? Because if she makes that kind of money,
Just $1,000, and that's in that
Just
40.
a grand?
You know how much that would have
everybody
helped?
does not receive just a grand.
Yeah.
Here comes the emotional gut punch. The judge calls him out, saying she can't even tell this is his mother. The courtroom air changes. This isn't just about money anymore. This is about respect, responsibility, and the absolute bare minimum you do for family.
Huge housewarming party. That is his home. Him and her bought that home. It's not a rent.
So you really are wasting my time.
I am renting it. I'm not sure where she's getting that from.
They had a huge, and as families talk, and we're gonna try to pay off the house early, and we're gonna try to even upgrade, but they didn't stay together.
So wait a minute, you closed on this house.
Oh yeah.
I may
Okay,
have
so you
fogged
own
up the
it.
details a little bit as it was a heartbreaking. I don't
So
want to
it's
go
a deed
into
in
it as
that
much
folder
as
over there you have a deed.
a deed.
Yeah.
Yes, I do, but it's
Okay,
just.
so you own
The father claims he only makes $48,000 a year, but the lifestyle clues tell a different story. Big house in Plano, club promoter income, and a past of living large. It's a classic moment where financial truth and courtroom claims don't quite match up, and the judge is piecing it together fast.
the child support that you received, that $1,000. We're gonna send it over to your mom.
Your Honor, if there's any way we can.
Yeah, hold on. I'm not finished. And I know you want to hear this.
Okay.
That's just mom's portion. You're going to pay too. So mom is going to be getting what? About, let's see, you said 40. Now I'm going to take your word for it. I'm going to take your word for it at that $48,000, all right?
Okay.
And you said $150.
When pressed about the house, He dances around the details. Grandma insists it's owned. He says he's renting. This kind of back and forth is exactly why judges push for clear, documented answers. Because when stories shift, credibility crumbles.
Which 656 belongs to you. You understand that?
Yes.
Okay. Grandma, did you understand what I said?
I did understand. He's the only one thinking that I'm a fool. Now I understand why he didn't tell me about that medical coverage, because he would have known that I knew enough. I retired from the state. He knew that I would have known enough. Well, if you've got insurance, the card's probably got the mom's name under, whoever it comes under for Julian.
Yeah.
And I would have put 2 and 2 together and figured there's some child support following that too. But I just didn't think that he would sink that low. But I, again, didn't think he'd be taking.
And here's the turning point. The judge takes control. That $1,000 in child support he's been pocketing, from now on, it's going straight to Grandma. And she's adding his own payments on top of that. This is justice shifting from talk to action.
That you're saying that we're eligible for, we wouldn't have had to sell the home that me and your dad lived our whole lives in, that we raised you in. Had you just done that, I could still be in that home that I cherished so much. And you knew that I loved that home.
Well, if you manage your money right, then maybe you still would have the home.
Mr. Compost, shame on you.
I'm sorry.
Shame on you.
I'm sorry, Your Honor. And I need this for my promoting this.
And
just
I
for her
need
to
you to do better. How about that?
Yes, Your Honor.
That's what I need you to do.
Yes,
I need
Your
you to
Honor.
do right by your mother. I'm not.
Grandma's reaction says it all. Relief mixed with disbelief. She lays it out plain. He hid the insurance because he knew she'd connect it to child support. This isn't just about the past 3 years. It's about the years of trust that just evaporated.
I'm not here to counsel you or anything like that, but to hear that she had to sell the family home, but that's kind of heartbreaking. That is. You can only imagine the memories that are gone, right?
Yes, Your Honor.
So I need you to do better. And until then, I need you to keep working so your mom can get this $656, okay?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. Is there anything further?
No, ma'am.
All right. Is there anything further,
No,
Mrs. Compost?
The judge delivers a personal blow, reminding him that selling the family home wasn't just about bricks and walls. It was the loss of memories, stability, and legacy, all while he was withholding resources. And that's the kind of moment that lingers long after court adjourns.
During the day, and I would like for them to go to daycare now during the day, and he does not want them to.
Okay. How old are the children?
2 years and 18 months.
Okay. And you already picked out the daycare you want them to go to and everything like
Yes.
that? How much is it?
It is $500 a month.
All right, guys, buckle in for this one. We've got an ex-husband who says daycare is basically a germ factory, and a doctor mom who says she can't stay home anymore. 2 kids, 2 different worlds, and a judge who's about to drop a ruling that leaves both sides squirming. Let's see how a simple custody schedule turns into a full-blown parental standoff.
Here?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay.
He was invited to go meet the teachers and do the tour, but he opted not to go.
So you did have an opportunity to go.
I was invited, but I don't really want my kids in that daycare. I don't want to be in that
What's
daycare.
wrong with the daycare?
They're full of germs. For starters, I
this
mean,
courtroom is full of germs.
okay, but children germs.
Here's the twist. The daycare mom picked costs $1,000 a month for both kids, but dad's never even seen it. And yet, he's already against it. This is where cases get tricky, opposing something without ever checking it out. What would you do? Trust your co-parent's judgment or fight it blind?
Your Honor, may I say something?
Yes.
I'm a doctor. I'm around germs all day. This
Okay.
is one reason that we did not work out.
It's a big problem.
My ex-husband is a germaphobe, and he feels like if the children aren't kept in a bubble basically all day, that something terrible is going to happen to them. But that's no reason. That's no way for these kids to live. And I have to go save lives every day, while he just sits in his living room, hermetically sealed off living room.
Did you catch that? He was invited to tour the daycare, meet the teachers, and see the place for himself, but he didn't go. In court, that's a bad look. Judges don't like, I don't know answers when you had the chance to find out, especially when your reason is just germs.
Yeah, but I'm here. I'm here for the kids, and I would prefer if they weren't in a daycare, if they were at someone, one of our family members, where we can give them special instructions on cleaning and what the children need to stay healthy.
Well, I definitely understand, and I agree. In a lot of cases, it is good.
Now the gloves are off. Mom says dad is a full-on germaphobe, keeping the kids in a bubble while she's out saving lives as a doctor. That's a direct hit to his parenting style. The question is this about health?
It's nothing wrong with them going to school already. You do want them to start learning a lot of things. You just do. There are some things that you guys are not going to be able to teach them at home. Not that you can't, it's just you may not have the time to do it. So I don't think that's necessarily a bad idea, but I do think
Dad insists the kids should stay with family so he can give special cleaning instructions. But here's the thing. Parenting isn't about eliminating every speck of dust. It's about preparing kids for the real world. Is this about protecting them?
To make sure that daycare does get paid is that you guys split it. So $1,000, you pay $500, you pay $500. And it's going to go through the Attorney General of Texas. And that's just the best way to do it, because that at least ensures that the children's daycare is paid for month to month.
Protecting his comfort zone. Clip 6. Wisdom here. There's nothing wrong with kids going to school at this age. At 18 months and 2 years, they start learning things even the best parents might not have time to teach. This isn't just child care, it's early education.
Oh, okay, but now I'm paying for the daycare that I don't want them to go to, and I have them at night. She's supposed to be responsible for the day. If they were in night care, I would pay for it, and I just don't see how this is fair. She makes 3 times as much.
Here's the big legal move. The judge orders them to split the daycare cost 50-50, sending payments through the Attorney General's office. This way, the daycare gets paid no matter what. A smart safeguard, but Dad's about to explode.
Or, I could base, let me see, how much money you make a year? Let's see. Your document says $62,000?
Yes, ma'am.
Would you like for me to base child support that you pay her off of $62,000 a year? Because I can assure you it will be more than $500.
Then no.
And there it is. Dad's upset because he's now paying for something he doesn't want, even though he has the kids at night. He throws in that mom makes 3 times his income. But income doesn't erase the fact that childcare is a shared responsibility when custody is split.
Okay, well, in that case, is there anything further between either
No,
of you?
Your Honor. Thank you.
That'll be all? That'll be all from you? Okay,
Yes.
where you all are dismissed.
The judge pulls out the ACE card. Want me to base child support on your $62,000 salary? Translation: if we go by the book, you'll be paying a lot more than $500. And just like that, Dad backs.
So my husband, ex-husband, was in jail for a while, and I found out that he is currently making more than $20,000 extra than what he previously stated, and
Okay.
so I would just like some help raising the kids.
Okay, if he makes $20,000 more extra, why did you need to tell me that he was in jail previously?
Because it was not on the record that he was making $20,000 more, and I'm not exactly sure.
All right, guys, buckle in, because today's case blends money, past mistakes, and the question of whether people can truly step up for their kids. We've got a mother saying Dad's hiding a big boost in income, and a father with a history that's about to collide head-on with a judge who doesn't miss a thing.
Anything else you want me to know before I move over to him?
Yes, I pay the kids' health insurance.
Okay, how
and
much is that?
$201.
$201.
Yes.
Is that for you and the children, or for you? The children only.
The children only.
Okay, got it.
Yes. And our little girl is about to start cheer, competitive cheer, which of course everyone knows is incredibly expensive. And our boy's about to start baseball, which is again expensive.
Right.
And
Here, Mom wastes no time. She points out Dad's making $20,000 more than he claimed before. But notice how she slips in that he was in jail, trying to shape the judge's perception. The judge quickly cuts that off, reminding us, in family court, income matters more than past time served unless it ties directly to the money.
Yes, ma'am.
What do you have to say about what she said?
So Her husband, Joe, makes plenty of money. He is a board member on a private equity group.
Okay, what does Joe have to do with this case? Is he the father of either of your children?
No, but they're on his insurance.
All right, so that's a good thing, right?
It's a great thing. So she's not really paying for it out of her pocket, I guess is what I'm saying.
Okay, well, it's not required that she pays for it out of her pocket. It's only required that the children are covered.
This is where mom plays her emotional card. Health insurance, cheerleading, baseball, every bill in the house. It's a relatable plea, but also a classic strategy. Stack the costs high to push for a bigger child support increase. The question is, will the judge see this as genuine need?
Now continue.
So I was in jail, and I've been out for a couple of years now.
All right.
And I was not making $60,000 before I went to jail.
All right.
My wife and I, my ex.
That mom's new husband covers insurance. It's a subtle dig, but in child support law, the requirement is only that kids are insured, not who pays for it. The judge shuts down the tit for tat, steering the case back to hard numbers.
My wife and I had a shop that we ran, and after going to jail, I came out. When I was in jail, I met a couple of guys that invited me into a program to help kids with special needs. When I got out, and they gave me a job, and I recently got an endorsement to help fund a new gym that we are starting.
Okay,
again,
now we're getting to the important
for children
stuff.
with special needs.
That's great.
Yes, ma'am.
So you said television endorsement, or?
This moment's powerful. Dad admits his past, but says he's turned things around, working with kids with special needs and starting a gym. It's a redemption arc in real time. But in court, inspiration is nice, income is what counts. And endorsements mean higher support obligations.
Okay, you're saying a whole lot and not answering my question.
Okay.
So how much will you be making a year?
I'll be making $82,000 a year.
$82,000 a year. Okay, that's a nice little piece of money. Okay, and so you do understand that you will be paying an increased amount in child support based off that endorsement, right? And although, right?
Yes, ma'am.
And although it has not started yet, it's getting ready to pretty soon, right?
Yes, ma'am.
So because of that, we're going to base.
Here's the turning point. Dad confirms he'll make $82,000 a year. Even though the new income hasn't fully started yet, the judge locks it in now. Why? To avoid another court battle later. It's a practical move that locks child support to his future reality.
Based on what you provided in court, it's $82,500 that you'll be making. Were you trying to shortchange your children?
No, ma'am.
So why didn't you tell me the additional $500?
I apologize, ma'am. $82,500.
You knew the amount, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Did you come in here to play games with me?
No, I did not, ma'am.
Okay, so 82.
And there it is. Dad's numbers don't add up. The judge catches an extra $500 he didn't mention. In court, even small discrepancies can look like dishonesty. This is why transparency is survival. Once trust slips, so does leniency.
$2,500
Yes,
is
ma'am.
what you make a year,
Yes,
correct?
ma'am.
Okay.
Correct.
So based on that, I have your gross at $7,000 a month for a net of $5,482.88. Do you have any other children outside? These are your only two children, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So based on that, I have your child support obligation at $1,370.72. Oh, wait. She pays health insurance. So
The judge runs the math. $1,370.72 in monthly support. No drama here, just cold calculation based on income and number of kids. But the moment's heavy because now it's not a debate. It's law, and the numbers are final.
in your own health insurance program, but as of today, based on her testimony, it's going to be $201 that you reimburse to her. So when you add that to your monthly child support obligation, it comes down to a total obligation of $1,571.72. Okay? And ma'am,
Here's a detail many miss. The judge adds $201 for health insurance reimbursement, unless Dad covers it himself. That bumps the total to $1,571.72. This shows how small line items can quietly tip the monthly scale.
I'm okay.
Why are you smiling so hard?
I just thought it was humorous that his job is reflecting on kids with special needs, and he's just going out of his way to do stuff for kids with special needs whenever he doesn't do stuff for his own kids. But now that he's making an effort to try to help them, it makes me happy.
Oh, well, that's good. Okay, but that smile was snarky. That's not cute. And that won't be tolerated in my courtroom.
The judge makes it clear this amount should cover cheer, baseball, and more. And if it doesn't, mom needs to find ways to raise her own income. It's a subtle reminder. Child support supplements, but doesn't fully replace parental responsibility. Clip 11. UT mom smirks, hinting dad helps other kids more than his own. The judge calls it out as snark. In court, tone matters. Even if you win the ruling, disrespect can sour the judge's view for next time.
Okay, Ms. Drummer, you brought this case before the court. What's going on?
Hi, my name is April, and I'm coming to you today for child support for my 2 children.
All right, how old are your children?
My children, 6 and 4.
Okay.
Yes, and I'm bringing Mr. here before the court today because I need support for my kids. And
all right, guys, buckle up. This isn't your typical child support case. Today, we've got a father in court claiming the mother is a flashy YouTuber and influencer, living it up while he struggles to provide for their kids. But when social media meets the courtroom, the truth isn't always what's on the feed. Let's see if the lifestyle matches the bank account.
Oh, okay.
he's not just fixing water pipes.
Interesting.
Yes, ma'am.
Oh, okay.
Yes, really.
Yes, sir, really. What else are you fixing?
Listen, I'm a plumber. I'm a licensed plumber, drummer to plumber. I'm sure you've seen all my social media ads. All I do...
Actually, I haven't.
Okay, well, you should. All I do is lay pipe all day long.
Oh.
So right out the gate, the father's painting a picture of bright lights and big money. Lime green cars, YouTube channels, and a TikTok presence. But here's the kicker. Online fame doesn't automatically mean steady income. In court, perception means nothing without proof. Do you think her social media hustle counts as real financial stability?
Every now and then I go from time to time between jobs. Listen, I'm drummer to plumber, okay? I do a real good job. She's just mad. You know, she didn't start this.
What is she mad about?
She just, listen, we went to a soccer game for our 6-year-old, right?
All right.
Everything was cool. You know, I met another young lady, and I brought her to the game, you know, because, you know, she likes soccer too.
Mm-hmm.
And she been tripping ever since. She wasn't tripping like that until she saw her, you know? So now she talking about, I'm gonna put you on child support. I pick my kids.
He accuses her of flexing online while he's footing the bill for the kids. This is where child support cases get messy. Lifestyle versus reality. The judge can only consider documented earnings, not Instagram likes. If you were in his shoes, would you be frustrated seeing the other parent flaunt a lifestyle while you cover essentials?
Teaching a class, and I drive by there because I got a job around the corner, and it's just 2 cars up there. I know the kids can't drive, but, you know, ain't nobody up there. It be some bells ringing, though.
Interesting. You know,
and I'm tutoring his other kids, so that's why I'm there late, because he's not there helping his kids. I'm tutoring the first 3 kids.
The mother pushes back, saying she's building a brand, not living large. But that's the tightrope influencers walk, public image versus personal truth. The court doesn't care about brand potential. It wants receipts. Future earnings mean nothing if the bills today aren't being paid.
I met her at Rudy's, right?
all right.
The dude ringing her up, she was hollering at him. I pulled her from him.
I asked her for extra pickles and a pepper.
I bet you wanted an extra pickle and a pepper.
Okay, you know what? So,
I
you
bet
know
you
what?
did.
I did.
So then next you know, she coming home from tutoring, smelling like chicken. I mean, smelling like straight seasoned salt, right? I didn't say nothing. But you know I come
Everybody
home.
gets extra seasoning at Rudy's on their chicken.
Yeah, they do. I know I do.
Well, listen, it was seasoned a little. It was everywhere. You know how people say you come home smelling like perfume?
Here's where the drama kicks in. Accusations about her spending priorities, from gadgets to flashy trips. In child support battles, every dollar becomes evidence. The court's question is simple. Are the kids benefiting from this income, or is it all just for show?
Okay, let me tell you what we're going to do. Hold on, both of you. Let me tell you what we are going to do because I got a lot of seasoning from the both of you today. This is what we're going to do. We're going to reset this case so you can get a DNA test. Go ahead and get it on both, right? So I'm going to order you, get a DNA test on both.
We gonna get Pickles and Pepper Man up here too?
If it's necessary, if you turn out to be the father.
The father claims she's raking in sponsorships, but without actual contracts or bank records, it's just talk. In legal terms, speculation holds zero weight. The courtroom lives on facts, not assumptions. Would you trust the algorithm over actual income statement?
Let me tell you what's wrong. Excuse me.
Listen, I lay a lot of pipe.
Excuse me. Did y'all need me to leave while you all finished talking? Or did you want to find out these are your kids or not?
I just got a whiff of seasoned salt
Do
that
you
set me
want
off
to
a little
find?
bit.
Answer my question. Do you want to find out whether or not these are your kids?
I do.
Thank you. Do you want to place him on child support if he is indeed the father? Okay, so now we're getting somewhere. Your case is reset pending the DNA testing, okay? All right? Do you all have any?
And I don't need you to come over to my house.
No, ma'am, excuse me. Ms. Drum.
Then comes a social media defense. She says her image is part of the hustle, the late nights, the lack of sleep. But to a judge, hard work without proof of profit is just an unpaid hobby. And child support is based on numbers, not narratives.
What I'm saying, okay?
Yes, ma'am.
Thank
And
you.
I need him. No, don't thank me. I need you to go get the DNA testing, okay?
Oh, yeah, I'll get the DNA test.
Okay, gotcha. Understood. So do you all have any other questions about what we're doing here today?
Yeah, just out of curiosity, how's the plumbing at the courtyard?
You know,
The conversation turns awkward. Questions about where the money's going and why she's not contributing more. This is the turning point. The court's patience runs thin when priorities shift from children to clout. Is this dedication to family or dedication to followers?
you know what? With that, we're going to go ahead and dismiss this and dismiss it for today, not in its entirety. You all are dismissed and free to leave. Yeah.
Okay, let's go.
Her defense shifts. She's chasing bigger opportunities, even talking about Disney trips. But here's the brutal truth. In family court, a vacation means nothing if you can't prove you've handled your share of necessities first.
What's going on?
Yeah, I brought my case because I'm trying to file child support on myself to make sure that my child is getting the benefits that it needs because the mother doesn't seem to be taking care of the responsibilities.
I mean, obviously not. She didn't even have the audacity to show up for court today. And
All right, guys, today's case flips the script. A father walks into court, not to fight child support, but to put himself on it. The mother? Nowhere in sight. But here's the twist. He's struggling financially and still determined to make sure his son is cared for. Let's see how this plays out.
themselves on child support. Like, what's the backstory between you and mom? Have y'all ever been married?
I tried to get married. I tried to do everything right.
Okay.
She chose to be out in the streets, so I'm just trying to.
What do you mean by chose to be out in the streets?
Right out of the gate, the judge notes something rare. The father sent notice, but the mother didn't show. In family court, absence speaks volumes. It can tip credibility and shows how committed or uncommitted a parent is. What does her no-show tell you about this case?
Chose to be being somewhere other than the house.
Okay.
So yeah.
She party a lot, do all those things.
Well, I don't know where she's at, so I don't know what she does.
Do you communicate with her at all?
When it comes to
When the judge asks about the backstory, we hear a loaded phrase, she chose the streets. That's not just an insult. It's an allegation of neglect. In custody and support disputes, lifestyle choices can become ammunition. But here, she's not even present to defend herself.
money.
Okay.
Yeah, so that's why
You have a son or a daughter?
I have a son.
Do you get to see your son?
On the weekends, but it's rare. We have a lot of conflict going on. Again, she's not here, so
The father admits he sees his son only on rare weekends. That's key. Support isn't just about money. It's also about time. Judges know that distance in the relationship can weigh heavily on the child.
I'm third string, so I don't make that much.
What does that mean? Your third string?
I'm not making a lot of money right now in the arena football league that I play in. So I'm trying to come to court because I want my child taken care of, but I can't take a major hit because I have to take care of myself as well.
Okay. So
He plays in the Arena Football League, third string. Here's why that matters. Income fluctuates wildly in sports. But child support doesn't care about your career highs or lows. It's calculated
strings that go up to is based on your calculation. Okay. So how much money do you make a year?
Around 67.
Okay. And you only have one child?
Yes, I do.
Okay. So 67,000. Well, let me ask you this. Who pays health insurance?
I pay it.
Okay. How much is your health insurance?
Around 120.
Health insurance becomes the first big number in play, $130 a month. In Texas, paying for your child insurance gives you a credit in the support calculation. $10 may seem small, but in court,
120, okay. And let me see. You turned in some documents here. Looks like your health insurance is actually 130. Okay. 130. You're shorting yourself $10 because the health insurance amount, I mean, she's not here obviously to dispute it or whatnot, but you get a...
After crunching the numbers, the judge sets support at $871.46 a month. That's the law talking, not emotion. Even though he's stepping up voluntarily, the calculation is still cold.
Credit for carrying the child on your health insurance.
Okay.
So based on that, giving you credit for the health insurance, your gross comes out to $5,470. Your net of that after taxes come out is $4,357.28 for a child support amount of...
Things take an awkward left turn. Out of nowhere, the judge asks if he's single, and he flirts back. This is still a courtroom, and flirting with the judge? Let's just say, not the...
Have any other questions about that?
Are you single?
Well, no.
Okay,
but I don't think that has anything to do with why you're here.
Oh, well, I don't have a good baby mother.
So you want to make me a baby mama? No. That's what you're telling me?
Dismissed. Case closed. He gets what he came for, official child support on record. But that's just the paperwork. The real question is whether it changed.
Mr. Belk, you brought this case before the court. What's going on?
Good afternoon, Your Honor. Well, long story short, I was put on child support by my baby's mother. And for the past year, I've basically been having full custody. Not legal, of course. She comes and goes as she pleases.
All right, guys, this one's a twist on the usual. We got a dad who's been paying child support for a little girl he's basically been raising full-time, while mom's been MIA for months. But today, he's here to flip the script, and the court is about to make a big change.
And you said mom just pops up every now and then. For the past year, your daughter has been living
completely with you. Careless, just shows whenever she pleases.
What is she doing? Do you know?
I have no idea. I've heard here and there that she's really living that party life, so I mean, that's none of my business. So
Dad lays it out plain. Mom just pops up when she feels like it. No stability, no consistency. For months since she's even seen their daughter, and yet he's still been paying her. That's not just unfair, it's the very definition of why courts allow custody and support changes.
So this what we'll do immediately. It's obvious that she gave the child to you, and you are her primary caretaker now, so it wouldn't be fair to continue your child support obligation. So what we're going to do is stop yours and then start a...
When the judge hears mom's been absent for nearly a year, that's a huge red flag. In family court, it's not just about who has the title of custodian. It's about who's actually doing the work of raising the child day in and day out.
Today, she's not here. And obviously you don't know where she is. You haven't seen her in the past 4 months. How many other children does she have?
She has 3 children.
Including your daughter?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So I don't have any financial information in front of me for her, but what I...
Here's the turning point. The judge immediately ends Dad's child support and shifts the obligation to Mom. Why? Because the law says support follows the child, not the parent. If the child lives with you full-time, the other parent pays.
Your daughter?
Yes, ma'am.
How much is it?
It's around $650, $675.
Is that for you and the child?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. And how many people are on that insurance?
It's just me and her.
Okay. So what I'll do is I'll divide.
Mom wasn't just absent from her child's life, she was absent from court. That's a double hit in front of judge. Showing up matters, because silence in court often speaks louder than any excuse could.
Insurance for the child only.
Okay.
Okay, so I'll make her child support set at minimum wage, which is around $213, plus the half of the $675.
Health insurance costs get their own legal spotlight here. The judge breaks it down fairly. Dad only gets credit for the portion covering the child, not himself. That precision keeps the math and the judgment balanced.